Hello and welcome back to Everything Tumbler Tutorials. My name is Rebecca Escott and today we're going to be working on some vinyl sheets for vinyl fall tumblers. This is a 12 by 12 sheet that I've already cut down so that I can work around this tumbler that is a straight 30 from AB Designs, as well as the vinyl sheet that I'm working with. All of my links will be down in the description for you below. So for this vinyl application technique, I have shown this before many a times where I just pull the entire backing off. For me, it's just easier because I'm not fighting the backing of all of my vinyl. So work with your preference. If you prefer the backing, that's okay too. Or you can give this technique a try and just remove it and get it out of your way. The same principle as far as manipulating it and making sure everything is nice and tight and you don't have air pockets is essentially the exact same. As you will notice that I'm going to be using my squeegee to help me along to make things easier for when placing this vinyl. I have an obsession with picking up my tumbler, putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. But again, it all comes with practice, I think. And for me, like for the backing, I've tried to show that for you guys for beginner purposes. But at the same time, I find like it genuinely just gets in my way and becomes more of a hassle than what it's actually worth. So once you get the vinyl where you need it to be and everything looks good, we're now ready to go ahead and trim this vinyl off. I am going to trim this off, but I'm going to use a little bit of an overlap, if you will, and I'm going to use my measuring tape just to help me get a straight edge. Now, if you're really good with your craft tool, you won't need the measuring tape, but unfortunately, I need the measuring tape. This way we can make a nice, clean, sharp edge, and then we can remove that top layer of the vinyl. Now you'll notice down at the bottom we don't have anything to trim off because of the way that we laid it. You'll also notice that I put my decal right there in the center. Well, it's not really the center, but it was just a guide for me just to make sure I was going to know where I was going to lay the top vinyl. Now, normally I am not wasting this much of an overhang on my vinyl, but my bottom end was coming up a little bit more than I anticipated when the first design of this tumbler was about. So with that being said, I do have a lot of waste, but you can prevent that by just simple measurements. So once again, when I'm satisfied with the placement of that vinyl, I'm going to use my measuring tape again, and it's just again to be used as a guide so I can make sure that my back seams match up perfectly. Again, if you guys can eyeball it, that's awesome. Once you've made your cut, you're ready to go ahead and remove that top portion of the vinyl. Now we're going to go ahead and use our craft tool and cut off that excess from around the rim. Now that that's complete, as you can see, I've taped off my tumbler so that I can paint it white because I'm going to be using a brand new glitter called Girl's Best Friend from AB Designs. I know, my tumblers always look taped off like a crime scene, but whatever works, use it. Once I have the whole thing spray painted, as well as the bottom, I'm not wanting to glitter the bottom for this particular tumbler. So I'm going to keep it horizontally just so that I can make sure that the glitter goes right in the center only. Once I'm happy with my glitter coverage, I like to remove the tape immediately. I do not wait till my paint is semi-dry or dry. I like to do it immediately. This is what my tumbler looks like with the tape removed, and this is not dry. So now we're going to go ahead and set this on the turner and let this completely dry for 20 to 30 minutes. And then we're going to come in with the 2 times clear from Rust-Oleum. Then we're going to seal this tumbler, and then we're going to let that dry before going in for our first coat of epoxy. As always, for my first coat of epoxy, I'm going to be using FASA from Counterculture DIY. I want you to notice in the upper right hand corner, I'm sharing the plaid tumbler showing placement of that decal. I know you guys have seen me epoxy tumblers so many times, so I really wanted to throw in a little added extra touch for you guys to see that I've done the nail tape and now we're going to place the decal, because you will see these, or you have seen these, in the thumbnail photos. When our pumpkin tumbler has dried, we're then going to go ahead and move into the design process. I really hope that you guys are enjoying this video so far, and if you are, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tutorials coming soon. As a quick reminder, when using epoxy, make sure you use your heat torch to pop any bubbles that you may or may not be able to see. Now that our tumbler is dry, we are now ready to go ahead and start in with the nail tape from AB Designs collection. Again, these come in 3 different sizes, 1, 2, and 3 millimeters. Because this is a perfect match and there's a little hint of pink everywhere throughout the design, I decided to go with the lightest pink that AB Designs has. And I'm literally gonna follow the line I already created using my vinyl. Now that we have applied our first set of nail tapes, now we're going to go in with the decal. Now I've placed these so many times, I literally just eyeball it. Once I'm satisfied with placement, I definitely work from the center out, and this is going to help prevent wrinkles and or air pockets. As I have stated in other tutorials, you do not need to seal these. You just want to make sure that when you place these, they are on a clean, non-epoxied surface. You will notice that I do go in with my squeegee from the velvet side and just pressing down and making sure everything is nicely applied to the tumbler. Once I have this beauty in place, I decide to go an extra step further and I add the 2 millimeter pink tape along the inside of the 3 millimeter tape that's already there. So you will notice that I'm just going to follow along with the previous nail tape I've already placed. So I do want to point out, once I have this one placed, I do move right on down to the second one. Off camera, I went ahead and peeled off this first piece that I did because I wasn't satisfied with the way that it looked. With that being said, I'm just letting you know that it's very easy to remove this nail tape if in case you don't like the way that it laid. And it was pretty wonky, so I went back in and relaid it. So once you've completed all of your pinstriping, whether you use the nail tape and or vinyl, then you can go in with Quick Coat Urethane Sealer from Counterculture DIY to seal in to prevent any lifts, and or you can just go straight into epoxy. So for these second coats of epoxy, I did use Fast Set from Counterculture DIY. Both of these tumblers only took one final coat of epoxy, which is when I used Artist Resin from Counterculture DIY. As with any coats of epoxy, make sure you use your heat torch to pop any bubbles that you may or may not be able to see. I want to thank you so much for watching, and be sure to find us on Facebook at Everything Tumbler Tutorials for continued learning. Remember, all links will be down in the description for you guys below.